the Basic tab, you can specify the most commonly used printer driver settings. The upper left contains the settings for the size of the print, the size of the paper desired, source tray of the machine, type of media to use, and the destination of the output. Another set of destinations are mailboxes. This option is only available if the mailbox unit is installed on the finisher and the destination is set to mailbox face down. Users can select which mailbox tray to send their prints. Specify the number of copies to print. You can print up to 999 copies. For some models, the maximum is 9,999. The Carbon Copies feature allows you to print additional copies on paper from different trays or cassettes. This is useful for printing copies of documents such as invoices on different colored paper or media type. The maximum number of copies can be printed for each carbon copy. When Carbon Copies is selected, Batch Copies, Booklet in the Layout tab, and all the features in the Publishing tab are unavailable. With the Batch Copy feature, you can separate the copies of a print job into batches. You can select the number of copies in each batch. To use this feature, a storage device must be installed on the printer. Each batch can have a different name, and the settings can be saved for later use. This is useful for exporting and importing batch settings. A cover page can be added to each batch, printed with an optional job name and title. Down the right side of the Basic tab are the settings for collate, orientation, duplex, and color. With the Layout tab, you can arrange document data on printed pages without affecting the original document. The multiple pages per sheet print several pages onto a single sheet of paper. Up to 25 pages can be printed onto a single piece of paper. The order the pages are arranged are shown in this drop-down. When a layout is selected, the bottom panel of the driver illustrates the order of the pages on the printout selected. The output can be scaled to any size as small as 1/5 the original size or up to 5 times the original size. Full bleed lets one to produce full page printing without any margins by printing onto a larger size paper than the original and then trimming the edges. Trimming the document after printing ensures that the toner has completely covered the document to its edge. Use crop marks to trim the edges of your document to guide you to accurately and evenly cut around your document. Poster mode creates a document size that is larger than the paper your printing system can support. You can print a poster or banner up to 25 times larger than your original document. Proof sheets can be printed with or without the poster pages. Segments of the poster document are printed on several sheets of paper, and with the assistance of poster settings, you can reassemble the sheets to create the poster. The bottom frame of the driver illustrates the layout of the poster pages. The Booklet feature allows one to print a 2-page layout on both sides of a sheet of paper. For some models, you can fold and bind the booklet in the center. Folded booklets are half the size of the selected paper. Additional booklet options are available in the Booklet Settings dialog box. Number of sheets prints document pages into separate booklets up to the selected number of sheets for each booklet. The Finishing tab is used to specify document finishing features. Job separation stacks jobs so that one print job can be distinguished from another. Separation can jog the pages or rotate every other set. The 2 folding features require a folding unit installed on the finisher. If trifold is selected, one can specify printing inside the fold direction, and the number of sheets to be folded together. Bifold lets you select the number of pages to be folded together. The Binding Edge features aligns the matching edges of 2 different page sizes in a document. The binding edge position can be specified and the gutter can be adjusted. The gutter increases the margins around text and graphics so staples and punch holes do not go through any print data. If proper accessories are installed, staple and punch are available. Going to the Imaging tab, the first item is print quality. Select from Standard Quality, High Quality, or Custom. The custom settings available depend on the printer model. Trapping specifies the overlap between 2 adjoining colors to prevent any gaps between the colors. The heavier the trap, the more overlap. Font settings control how TrueType font data is sent to the printer. The default, download as outlines, is typically the best because it sends less font data than downloading as bitmaps. Substitute with device fonts is the process of using one font in place of another when the intended font in a document is unavailable to a printing system. With graphic settings, you can control the visual results of your printed graphics with options that can be set by the selected page description language. If printed patterns and fills do not match the appearance of those on the computer screen, use pattern scaling to select a different density of printed dots. Line thinning can reduce the pen width of lines used for barcodes and line drawings. Drawing values controlled by an application are not changed. The halftone screen feature can improve the appearance of the output of a printing system. These features are only available if PDL is set to KPDL. Reverse image prints images like a photo negative, reversing black and white. Mirror print produces a mirrored image of the graphics. Fast printing encodes the data in binary, while document portability encodes data in ASCII format, which can be edited. CIE optimization increases the print speed for applications that use the CIE color space, such as Adobe Acrobat and Photoshop. Image compression can affect the quality of images. High quality increases the size of a print file. Gloss mode simulates high gloss copies by adding a glossy appearance to printed text and images. EcoPrint changes the toner saturation in the print job, making the entire print image, including text and graphics, appear lighter. EcoPrint does not increase the print speed, however. The settings in the drop-down are sorted from the least amount of toner savings to the most. Color settings include full color, auto color to black and white. Color reproduction optimizes the color renderings of photos and graphics. Choose a setting based on what type of images are in the print job. The color adjustments allows one to customize the two color spaces in the driver, either hue, saturation, and lightness, HSL, or the color balance levels. Choosing custom, the HSL adjustments allows a user to change the hue, saturation, lightness, and contrast settings. Master is for a coordinated hue adjustment across all colors, or one can adjust a specific hue. Color balance adjustments are to adjust the levels of the cyan, magenta, and yellow toners in a print. A preview image to the left illustrates how an adjustment will affect the final colors. The Publishing tab allows special printing features. The first is Cover Mode, which allows one to create front and back covers for a print. The covers can be blank or have data printed on them. Cover sheets can come from any paper tray and can have any media type the printer supports. Transparency interleaving adds a backing sheet behind each transparency. This feature is not available until transparencies are selected as the media type on the Basic tab. The backing sheets can be blank or have the same data printed on them as on the transparency. With the Page Insert feature, you can insert a pre-printed page or a page of a different paper type at specific points in a print job. The inserted page can also be printed on during the print job, one or both sides. Input the page numbers where pages are to be inserted. Multiple numbers can be entered by putting a comma after each number. You can insert tab divider sheets at specific points in a print job to divide sections of a printed document and print on the tabs. You can use standard tab divider sheets for A4 and letter paper, or you can create custom tabs for those sizes. Tab divider sheets must be supplied from the multi-purpose tray so that the tabs are on the edge opposite the feeding direction and the printing surface is down. The first tab is on the left side relative to the feed direction. Select the media type based on the number of tabs in your set. Select the Settings button to specify where in the print job to insert the tabs, whether to shift the image, and to add 3 lines of text onto the page. Chapter page insert forces the initial page of each chapter in a document to print on the front side of the paper. You identify the first page for each chapter up to 100 chapters. This feature is applicable for duplex printing and for printing multiple pages in a sheet. Input the page numbers that correspond to the first page of the chapters. The Job tab allows users to store print jobs on a printer storage device. There are 5 different job storage options: custom box, quick copy, proof and hold, private print, and job storage. The job name can be customized based on the name of the application or a user-defined custom name. To prevent a new job from overriding a previously stored job, select Use Job Name plus a timestamp to identify this job. The Advanced tab provides special features that extend the capabilities of the printing system. The Prologue Epilogue feature allows one to insert a command file at the beginning or end of a print job. The command file uses programming commands from the printer-resident prescribed language. A command file is a set of instructions the printing system interprets to produce a given output. For example, a Prologue Epilogue command file may contain a macro that places a graphic object, such as a logo, at the top of a letterhead document. Or a heading can be added to carbon copies when using the Carbon Copies feature in the Basic tab. The PDL should be set to PCL5C or PCL5E. The command file must be located on the user's computer and then added to the dialog. Specify where in the print job to insert the command file. If start or end of page is set as the insertion point, specify those pages. A watermark is a recognizable image or pattern that can be placed on a page or throughout a document. You can choose one of the default watermarks, create your own text, or use an image. The preview area of the dialog box shows how the watermark appears on a page. This is useful for adjusting the appearance and location of the watermark. Any watermark can be edited, though a limited number of options can be changed for default watermarks. If you want to use an image for the watermark, an image file must be available on your computer before it can be added to a print job. A security watermark is a nearly invisible image or text against a background pattern. The security watermark appears only when the printed page is photocopied. This helps identify printed pages that should not be photocopied or to distinguish between original prints and photocopies. 6 standard security watermarks are available as text or image, and you can create custom security watermark text. The document guard design appears as a security watermark background. Uncheck this box to change the background pattern from this extensive list. One can also edit many details of the document guard. Select which pages should contain the security watermark.